Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I represent, this is what I do. To any beat, anyway, I'ma give it to you.
Probably when I was in middle school, maybe even in elementary, because I always could shoot the ball well. It's just as I continued to get older and older, I was more consistent with it. So I always knew I can shoot. I always had my shot down. My mom's the one who taught me how to shoot, so all the credit goes to her. But ever since I was a little kid, man, I've been able to shoot the ball well, and it's just my range has just continued to expand and expand and expand. And now it's easy now. First, I have to locate the basket, so just making sure that my eyes are up and even before I catch the ball, just making sure I locate the rim first before shooting, because your eyes tell your hands where to go and etc. on down. And then 2, making sure my feet are squared, getting my pivots right. Then 3, making sure I have the legs into it, so bending my knees and getting as much power, because your legs are probably the biggest key in your shot. And then the rest of it take care of itself, just making sure my elbow's up towards the basket. And then lastly, I'm following through straight to the basket and not flaring right or left. To me, shooting is 80% confidence and like 20% mechanics, because my first instinct when I'm catching the ball is that the shot's going in instantly. So that's just my mindset. And then 2, if I miss, it's either 1, it's something wrong with the rim, or finally it's always something wrong with my mechanics. And then I'll just go back and correct it, whether I didn't jump enough or I didn't follow through or whatever it may be. When you lose confidence, which I think nobody should ever do, but just say if you do, you have to start over. Start from the basics. Start with your form. Shoot a lot of free throws. I think that's what I do the most whenever I'm in a slump, or if I'm not making a lot of shots, I get back to the free throw line, because your free throws, it gives you the rhythm that you need to be able to knock down your shots. And then eventually you just keep starting, keep staying in. You don't just continue to bomb up threes, because it's just gonna continue to ruin you. Sometimes it's weird, because if I have an off shooting night, the next day I'll shoot like 100 and make 100 shots in a row. And like that's just how I feel. And it's weird, because it's like, where was this last night? You know? And I mean, but sometimes it's just the ball doesn't go in. I mean, it's not always your mechanics, and I mean, sometimes gravity just takes the best of it, and it just doesn't fall through the net. So I'm always hard on myself, regardless of how many points I score, how well I shoot. It doesn't matter. I mean, especially if I'll be mad more so at missing a wide open 3 than I am making a contested one. You know, I'm more upset that I should have made the one I was wide open, but I can make one contested, or I can make a 3 and I can't make a dribble pull up. So it's always like, I'm always hard on myself, but at the same time, I think that just helps me mentally and just pushes me to continue to get better and better and better each and every day. It doesn't matter where your hand is on the ball or how you hold the ball. Some people may have the ugliest jump shot in the world, but they're comfortable. It's really how comfortable you are with shooting the ball, and if you're confident in the way you shoot it, you're gonna knock down shots easily. I mean, I think it's just all mental, really, and just going out there and believing in yourself and that you're gonna hit each shot that you take.